Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we are going to talk about Volrath, the pinnacle bad guy, the original even car of Wrath. His name was Vuel. He grew up as Gerard Capassion's brother, raised by Cedar Kondo, all that jazz. Anyway, he worked for the Phyrexians. 6/4, 6 mana, 2 mana, discard a creature, and he gets +X, where X is a discard converted mana cost. I mean, the deck kind of built itself. I'm not going to lie. So the object was to try to find the biggest creatures that I could find. And since we're only looking at mana cost, the creatures don't really exactly have to be good. So I didn't use like the big Eldrazi gods, the big three. Ulamog, Kozilek, and Emrakul. Didn't use those. Using those for other decks. I don't have an infinite supply of those cards. But so what I tried to do to show it here, I grouped my cards in mana cost order. So we'll start with the top of the curve, which is 11. Now this is living the dream. If you can discard a Pathrazor and see the beautiful part here. The beautiful part about his ability is it doesn't require tapping. So if you've got, obviously you're going to have 6 mana because you had to have 6 mana to cast him, and you swing with him. Now odds are he's all unblockable and stuff, but when you swing with him, you can activate that multiple times. So just one activation with that puts him up to 15. Or, no, I'm sorry, that's 11 and 6. That's 17. I was looking at power. It's going to take me a minute to get it adjusted. That's an extra 10. Spawn Sire is 10. Now we're into the 9 block. Random Delve Guy. Necropolis Fiend. We're getting some blur on this, or some shine or something. See if we can't tweak that up a little bit. The hand, of course, we got to have Tika's Dragon because 9 mana 5/5s and all. Artisan of Kozilek, Demon Deathgate, Kukuro, Spirit of the Night. Now, a lot of these cards are actually decent on the board. A lot of them are not really like Spirit of the Night. I think if that was printed today, it might be 6 mana instead of 9. The 8 block, Shambling Attendants, a few Eldrazi guys. Avatar, well, I mean, that's a pretty mean card. I like it. Tombstalker. Gotta have Baron Singir. I love how that this is foreign, but it's still Baron Singir. Colossus of Sardia, or I'm sorry, Colossus of Icarus. Colossus of Sardia wouldn't be a bad card, to be honest with you. Now we're into the 7 block with the Abhorrent Overlord. We're going to have some devotion to black anyway. The Defiant. Bane of Balaget is just a beating on a dude. I mean, he's so good. The Runescar Demon is also another tutor, in addition to the 2 tutors that we're running. Chancellor of the Dross, the Patron, Ghoul, and Umbra Stalker. Now, Umbra Stalker is, in this deck, that's probably one of the last cards I'm going to discard, because if you're just discarding cards, you saw all those all those black mana symbols in cost. Man, you can attack with the Umbra Stalker and Volrath and pump them both substantially. Now we're to the 6 drops, which is Steel Hellkite and Thopter Assembly. These are in like Nightmare. the aspect. These are ones that, as I get higher mana cost cards, I may think about swapping them out because these are just kind of there. They're 6 drops. But Dread stays in no matter what. 5 drops. Revenant is another good card. By the way, this used to be the pre-release program. It was a regular card, but the date stamp was written in foil. So this was a pre-release card that I got from the Stronghold pre-release that predates foils. Yeah, it's been a little while. These 5 drops are actually in here for a reason to be cast, because I figure 5's not out of reach. You're probably doing this the turn before you cast Volrath anyway. But cycle or discard. Now, Volrath says discard, so that kind of looks pretty sweet. It kind of makes you want to activate it a bunch. Gray Merchant. I mean, we're mono black. The Gray Merchant's right there with the Nightmare, but I can see me getting rid of the Nightmare. I can't see me getting rid of the Gray Merchant. And the Archfiend. Now, I only have one more creature in the deck, and Hell's Caretaker is the man, by the way. If you haven't used him, the ability to trade a dude, including himself. He can do it himself, but now granted that's the last time you're using him, but to keep bringing back those guys you discarded to Volrath. It's pretty sweet. I showed you the Whisper Silk Cloak earlier because we're going to try to make Volrath unblockable. Now, we're ending up here with a bunch of dudes in the yard, a bunch of dead guys. So we're going to find ways with Zombify and Rise from the Grave and the Beacon to keep bringing them back. By the way, this is Living Death. Here again, the Phyrexia versus Coalition. Y'all know I bought a case of that in this language, but Living Death essentially trades alive creatures for dead creatures. Everybody's. Mine, yours, theirs, which is the reason why I put the Termite Crypt in there, is to kind of make it in case somebody's magically somehow got more creatures in their yard than I do. Now, the Crystal Ball is reusable scry. This may actually be, if y'all saw the last, this may actually be the poor man's top. Because all the numbers are there, it's just in a different spot. It costs 3, and anyway, it's not exceptional, but it does let you scry to the bottom if you don't need them. So it does have its uses. Now, Ever After is what I'm going to consider a new card. And I love the fact that it gets 2 and it goes back to the bottom. So that's really kind of sweet. Now, Tempest gave us Strands of Night. It was reprinted in the 6th edition. This is nuts. 2 mana, 2 life, and a swamp. Bring something back from the grave. That is sweet. Now, most of our creatures we're not casting. I mean, obviously, the idea is to cast Volrath, and we're going to win through commander damage. So we're gonna need some board wipes. Crux of Fate, because y'all know how much I love that. I love it because it's cheap. Consume the Meek was made for the deck. I swear to you, it's perfect because I have no creatures in the deck, barring the Eldrazi 10/10 token, that are converted mana cost 3 or less. In Garrick's Wake is just a strict upgrade to Plague Wind, Extinguish All Hope, and Mutilate. Now, Mutilate, we got to be careful with because it can totally, you can get enough swamps out there to wipe your guys too. Ambition's Cost is my card draw, and I have saved the last card. Let's see if I have any basic lands here or non-basic. But Bog, Rogue's Passage is kind of a necessity if we're banking on getting in there with commander damage. Temple of the False God. I am running the Evolving Wilds Terramorphic Expanse combo simply because I have some creatures that require colorless, and that way I can go get a waste if I need to. I think I'm only running like 4 or 5 waste. But the card to end all cards is a card that my son showed me a long time ago, my oldest son. We're putting creatures in graveyards. Why the hell not? Kung Lao wins. Anyway, that is what I have got for you today. I do appreciate you watching. We'll play some Volrath. But right now, it is time to shuffle and cut.